Sitting here, cross-legged on the couch, the refrigerator and humidifier humming, and the first traffic in the canyon. There may be light, but I cannot see it yet. Curtains are closed, husband sleeps, words pour, songs of midnight, and stars falling into day. Love sings, there is no other shore. No boat is needed. There is no one to transport you to where you never left or began. River flows, bathing in moon song and the sublime luxury of unknowing. You are the river's echo. There is no river. No one can understand that of which I sing, as it cannot be sung of. There is no this or that, or both, or neither. Looking for this is an attempt to know it, trying to gather the wind into a book of echoes, and seems to substantiate the illusion of separation. This will never be found, as it is not an it. There are no its. There is no next in which this will be found. There is no other that can be discovered. There is no better or more to all this, which appears to be all there is. There is no outside to this. It can never be found or grasped. It is supercomplete in itself and has no lack, no emptiness nor fullness. Heart-breakingly beautiful, this sublime hush that is not meaningful nor meaningless. The robin song and my husband making breakfast. Morning winds sweeping down the canyon, rushing through the garden. Cascades of roses gently waving, reds and greens flowing in patternless patterns, dancing with their shadows, uncatchable, unknowable, undeniable. These fingertips sliding across the keys, life singing itself and dissolving simultaneously, without time or timelessness. All and everything, neither separate nor joined, nor one big thing, astonishing, unbelievable, inexplicably all-encompassing fullness and completely empty without substance or emptiness, without time or the lack of time, a love song sliding into and through its own words, erasing them as the melody spirals through its own notes, dissolving into this love that has no words or music, but is all words, all music, all perception, this symphony of unowned wonderment, exploding and imploding in the kiss of never and forever. You are love's echo. Love has no echo. There is no love. There is no echo. No emptiness, no fullness. All is empty. All is full. Infinitely intimate, spiraling inwards and outwards, there are no lines around you. No one or thing spins the universe into being. It weaves and unravels itself simultaneously. There is no before or next or now. Without thought, there is no universe, nor you. Web of thought spins itself into this dream world, and we are its enchantment. Love, the centerless jewel, revolves around itself, effortlessly, endlessly, out of time and place and space. Rainbows of infinity, echoes, streaming. Memory paints this pirouette of light and shadow, fills in the colors of sound and taste. What is the flavor of wind? What is the taste of taste? Nothing can be known, but the questions may cease. The needle skips out of the grooves of assumed knowing suddenly, or the record slows down, and a melody arises, hauntingly strange and familiar. For you have always heard this song. Your heart has never not sung it. Longing to hear it seemed to place you outside of your heart. But you have always been this love song. You know that. This sensuous daydream is untranslatable. All is description. Worlds slide through words, soaring, rippling thought stream, shimmering reflections bathe in meandering skies. Wing tips of air swirl through space. Whirlpooling wonderment is the shine in our eyes. What is beyond the reach of words, if beyond is a word? Endlessly thought circles itself, collapsing in the middle, where there are no in-betweens. This empty dream song oscillates, and heartstrings vibrate, to no one's tune or words. Nothing is tethered in spaceless space. They sing us into a worded world, vast, immeasurable, untranslatable, is the wonder of seamless, edgeless love. Unborn, undying elegance streams through this scintillating dream of undeniable, ungraspable aliveness, utterly obvious, without substance or the lack thereof. Love tenderly, ruthlessly eviscerates all ideas of solidity and liquidity, and leaves not even an echo's kiss in your heart. Yet it still beats, the sun still rises, wind continues to dance, and there are no lines between you and the wind. There never was a place or time for the wind to soar from here to there. There is no here nor there. There is no wind. Love kisses you back into this dream of echoes. All is uncaused brilliance in this universe of reflections. Love has broken all mirrors and melted the remaining edges. All images slid off the looking glass and dissolved into an emptiness that contains no space or emptiness. The lines and squiggles of words have been stretched out into an unbroken love song that sings this dance of light and shadow and colors swirling. This psychedelic enchantment has tossed you into a pool of echoes where there is no where, nor how, nor why. This dream spell of wonderment without beginning or end or any time at all. Wind soars through you, and you are wind dancing. Such elegant grace, this simplicity of life, self-arising and self-erasing, a constant consummation of what was never apart, this everlasting kiss of fullness and emptiness can never happen, is always happening. There is no time or place outside of this kiss. This is an all-consuming, unknowable love. There is no other. This is as simple as drinking water and knowing it is wet. This makes no logical sense. It is beyond meaning and non-meaning. There are no questions or answers. All separation is imaginary. Wholeness is imaginary. Everywhere, everything, nowhere, no thing. Radiant light of unending love, never on, always on. Pure, all-encompassing, infinite brilliance. More intimate than your very breath. Closer than this very thought. Streaming, shimmering reflections of everything and nothing at all. Echoes blossom and fall into the colors of sound. You cannot awaken to this. No one is sleeping. Treetops dance in the wind. How stunning the wetness in your eyes. I was the longing for a homecoming, for a place or a feeling I vaguely remembered, but this had never been forgotten and can never be found, as it is unknowable, ungraspable. What is the color of love? Why beauty? You cannot arrive there, you cannot even approach it. There is no there nor here. It seems to swirl and flow into and through itself, yet all stillness and movement are imaginary. Soft as cat's paws, sharp as tiger claws, love slays you, tears off your head, rips out your heart, and eviscerates all ideas of love. And there is nothing familiar, yet all is just right. Super complete in itself, there is no other, there is no next. Surround sound of this all-encompassing hush flows in and through you. Infinite, intimate brilliance abounds. This was never lost, merely overlooked. Flowers blooming on the path to nowhere, lost and found again in the fairy tale of love. No hand, No heart, no mind paints this psychedelic dream show. Rainbow dissolves into sky. Sky dissolves into colors, falling softly through the words that sing them, leaving a hush without echoes you will never hear. The mystery for which you long cannot be known or unknown. What is energy? What is love? What is underneath these words? What is sky dissolving into sky? Life has no handholds. You cannot hold on or let go. This vast, endless ocean, sliding through endless ocean, vast, wide open spaciousness without space. Water cannot taste its own wetness, caress its own flowing, dissolve into itself, listen to its own shimmering, dance in its own reflections. It's all water. There is no water inside the word. No one knows what water is. All we can sing of are more descriptions. This obvious aliveness has no other, nor it is one big edgeless thing. There are no things underneath the words. Even love is simply a word. Infinite echoes of infinity, exploding and imploding, without time or space or any place in between. Where are yesterday's rainbows? Simply echoes in your heart, dissolving into empty sky. There are no directions toward or away, that which has no beginning or end, or any existence or non-existence whatsoever. This is the fatal kiss of everything and nothing. All that you have believed to be real and right, and all that you considered to be false, become as meaningless as meaning. The sound of rain on autumn leaves, already fallen. Golden notes of a forgotten song, gathered by the wind into the gutters and into piles under the naked, tangling roses, a movie you once wanted to attend, but never did. You may feel the very ground of being collapse as your heart plunges through the fathomless bottom of emptiness and explodes through the ceiling of infinity. Soaring as waves of ecstatic wonderment, galaxies spin through you, anointing each star with your beautiful light. Sailing through unfathomable unknowingness without skin or eyes, your heart a liquid mirror, pouring this turvy-topsy world inside out and outside in, unfindable, untranslatable, sheer beauty, this wonderland of love that has always been without time or non-time, has swallowed you. You are love's intoxication. Wind breathes me into the garden, slowly, softly, floating through lace of sky and leaves, swirling, falling. Light and shadow skim pools of reflections, soaring, winged light. A distant song in the dreamscape, words dissolve into sky, clouds bloom and scatter, dragons and dream ships unfurl their wings, wind swallows all wind songs, colors bloom and pour through me, suspended as infinite rainbows, dissolving into wind. Kiss of fire, winged light, stars fall into day, rush of headlights pour down the street, pool in echoes of dawn. Jogger splashes through her reflection, mirror of mirage melts the surface and reveals no depth. Nothing dreams this wonderland of love. Poems caress the strings of memory. You cannot gather the notes. They fall through the stave as soon as they are heard. All falls through the horizon. All lines are imaginary. You cannot collect starlight. No moon, no wind, no night. Dew dissolves, sunsets fade, fluid portraits slide through the walls of memory. Dove sings the song of day, crickets fill the night. All is lost before it begins. What is the sound of clouds dissolving into sky? Losing my place in the spiral of time, dissolving into the utter immediacy of seamless wonder. A breath, a ripple, a song of morning shimmers in your heart. There is no one in there looking out. There is no one who wears your beautiful face. There appears to be a window of reflections separating you from sky, but it is as thick as thought and as real as your lover in last night's dream. Echoes seem to bloom and recede like the tides, the wind, like the silhouette of trees as the sun falls below the horizon and the magic hour fades. No one sings from the depths of no tomorrow, yet you can hear her song. It is this breath, this wind rushing down the canyon, this long summer day. It is the telephone ringing and the voices on the sidewalk and the passers-by you cannot see. It is the traffic and the rainbows and the memory of rain. It is as obvious as the wetness of water, the warmth of the sun, and the beauty of love. It is your song. It is this very kiss of never and forever. You cannot hold it or drink it. Echoes of rainbows, waltzing in the summer sun.